To the African Inspirational Podcast. And this is a platform where we talk about personal development, business management, and Black consciousness. A platform where we want you to connect. We want you to realize your true essence as an African person and go to the next level of your human potential and optimize your life. My name is Kutlwana Moloi, Lekgoloko Lekgotswane, Mahlaba Hoga Lemao, Bareke Matla Matla. And today I have an incredible human being. And I want to introduce you guys to this person. She is so amazing. Her work speaks volume about her spirit. I'll let her introduce herself, but this is Nemo Iyana Masilela. Let us know about who you are. Tell us.
Okay, I'm Neo Iyana. Okay, my full name is Neo Yarona. Neo Yarona Iyana Imvula Nentsikelelo Zayo Masilela. I'm born and bred in Johannesburg, South Africa, in the south of Johannesburg. For the first 10 years of my life, I lived with my grandmother, my grandparents. They both raised me as a Jehovah's Witness, actually. Funny enough, I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness. And then after 10 years of my life, I moved in with my mother in the South. And then from there, just life just started to unfold itself. And that's how we found ourselves here. I went to Monja High School. And then Monja High School, after that, I did a Bachelor in Business Administration. Then I did life coaching 2 years later. And then, graduated in 2022 as a life coach. And now I'm currently studying development studies and psychology in society. And
incredible, Nell. Let us know, what is the Neo Healing Institute, the organization you founded, and what are some of the activities that happen within that structure?
Sure. So Neo Healing Institute is a platform, a company that I founded in 2021, September. So initially when it started, it was just about, wellness. So I just shared quotes there. And then eventually 2022, then I realized that, it has to be more than that. So then I started doing or facilitating Queerhood Circle Conversations events. So I did that. The first one was for 2 days. 2 days. It was a 2-day event. So it was like a space where we, hold space for queer people to come and heal, to come and share their stories, and basically to empower them and to uplift them. Then I realized again, it has to be more than that. So it has to be more than just for queer people. It has to be for the people, right? And then then I started bringing in more practitioners and healers. So currently, what Neo Healing Institute is a company that offers a holistic approach to well-being and healing. Also offers premium services and products. So we have products that are coming up, 2 of them. For the body, for the skin, to clear your energy, to clear not only your body, but also your energy. And then we also have a premium, a purified water brand that's coming under Neo Healing for the hikes that we do. And so we do hikes as well every month, wellness hikes, spiritual hikes. So we gather once a month on Saturdays, first Saturdays of the month, in Johannesburg, outside of Johannesburg. And that's where we get to connect with the earth. We get to pray for the earth, get to pray for ourselves. So basically the whole intention for the hikes that we do is to pray for our wellness of our bodies, of our minds, of our spirits, and in connection with the wellness of the earth, because that's what we need. Incredible
stuff. And just from hearing the work you do, I think our audience can pick up the entrepreneurial spirit to say that although they have an initial healing institute, but they're also diversifying their services and product range. Now she's introducing a product line of water. There are products under the institution itself. So as a young entrepreneur at home, especially people who are listening to this podcast, these are change agents, these are transformational leaders. I think the lesson you guys can take is that diversify your business model.
Sure.
If you see that you have this, find other ways to make profit from the initial thing you have. To diversify your income streams, that's a financial intelligent tip right there. If you guys picked it up, but I know you guys picked it up because I know you guys are that brilliant.
Yeah.
But that's the part of who's Nemo is, right? Let us know, how did you begin on your journey of spirituality, wellness, holistic healing? How did you begin this process of personal development?
I can't say actually there was a time where I consciously began or started the journey. I think I've always been like that, even when I was being raised as a Jehovah's Witness. So I got baptized at 15 as a Jehovah's Witness, but within me, I had this thing, that what I'm being taught here is not really my truth. I can hear everything that they say and understand it. I read the scriptures and I understand the scriptures, but I feel like there's more out there than what I'm being told, than what I'm being taught. So, so 2014, I was still in high school. I met 2013, right? I was in high school, and I met who I would refer to as my first spiritual teacher, Miss Linda Paxson. To this day, I think about her. I bless her heart. I bless her spirit. She opened my eyes, opened my mind to many, many things that I knew that, there's just so much more than what I'm being, taught. So I read books. I listened to her tell me things, stories about her life, how she, went from, her childhood to where she was. And, so everything just unfolded. I can't pinpoint a time where I said, this is where the journey begins. It was just a natural unfolding of events. Yeah.
Incredible. Why spirituality? Why this journey? Why holistic wellness? What has it done to you? And why would you recommend it for our audience to also go through the same path or same journey as well?
Because spirituality, wellness, because I realized that that's what made me me. That's what makes me me. Before I even, I think before 2019, I would say lost, just like, a lot of young teenagers are. I just had an awakening where I realized that there's, for me to be whole, for me to be healthy, for me to live the life that I see myself, leading, I have to connect with spirit, right? And I'm a praying woman. I will pray the paint off those walls, okay? So my grandmother taught me how to pray, and I think that's what, that moment when I said, God, your will be done. Let your will be done. And I think that's when everything started to unfold. That is to me at the time, I didn't realize how scary that prayer is. Because for me to leave my ego, to put my ego aside and say, God, what I want for my life is not what you intend for my life. I rather have what you intend for my life. That's when everything started to change. So all the things that I thought I'd be by now, completely gone and forgotten, right? That's when I was introduced to this life coaching thing, to realize that, also because I realized that, I can't just claim that I'm spiritual and wellness and, whole and healthy and healing if I don't also offer what I have learned and, been taught to other people as well. Because that's what community is about. So I learned a lot about, the difference between love and fear through A Course in Miracles. I also was introduced to A Course in Miracles. That's another thing that changed my life, that actually taught me that life is about, we are put here on earth to love and to forgive. So forgiving and forgetting. So forgiving love and forgetting, forgetting our past trauma, our past, grievances, the things that we've done in the past, the things that we've gone through, forgiving ourselves, the people that did us wrong. And so, that's, I'm an avid reader and avid student of A Course in Miracles, and I learned so much from that book. So I think, that's what shaped my journey into the spiritual world,
Ever wondered how to increase your potential? Are you feeling stuck in your career, in your job? Do you feel like there's more to you that you're not bringing out to the universe? Worry no more. At the Molloy Business Leadership Firm, we have practical tools and strategies to help you optimize your potential and become the best individual you're meant to be. From youth development courses to leadership training to business management skills as well as personal development tools, we are here to ensure that you reach your next level and become the best individual you will possibly be. For more information, find us out on Instagram at African Business Firm, search us on Facebook at the Molloy Business Leadership Firm, also on LinkedIn and YouTube as well. Now back to the show. Your journey as an entrepreneur. Why entrepreneurship? Why social entrepreneurship? Why not be comfortable with saying, I want to go to school, get a job? Why start your own business?
Because that's what drives me.
Yeah.
That what really drives me is not. I'm an Aries. Okay, so I'm an Aries. I'm a leader by nature. You know, I like to. I that's what drives me. Just doing things in my own will and not having to follow rules. I'm a trans woman, so I don't follow the norms, right? So it's in me that I don't follow rules. I don't like to be told what to do, right? Even when I'm given it, and the only person that I'll take instruction from is spirit, or the only thing, because that's what guides my work. So entrepreneurship, because it's what drives me. It's from my great grandmother, my great grandparents. They were. I think I take it from them as well. My great grandfather moved from Soweto to Northwest to build a home and made a living. He herded cattle, sheep, goats, and had a business of making bricks from scratch. He hired people. He was like that man. My great grandmother was a seamstress, right? So that's what. So that is in my blood. I would say I take it from them. And there's many other people in my family, strong people in my family that are in business and entrepreneurs. So that's I learn from them. They inspire me, and I also want to leave a legacy. Not only work a 9 to 5 and go back home and die and not leave anything for my generation, the generations to come. So I want to leave a mark, and that's why I think I'm doing this. What I'm doing.
Incredible. So we were hosting a networking event as the business leadership firm a couple of months ago, and you were one of our keynote speakers actually for that particular event. And there's something you mentioned in your address, and you mentioned the word ashe a lot. Can you explain to our audience, when you say ashe, what does that mean? What is its origin? You mentioned things like kamaku, like what do these things mean to someone who might not be aware and conscious of those things?
Sure. So ashe is a word that I use for call and response when I'm speaking to create engagement, to liven up the room, and to maintain the energy in the space. So ashe means let it be. It means amen. It means tamak. It means togoza. So it's a word from West Africa, Nigeria. It's a Yoruba word. Ashe, A-S-E or A-S-H-E, depending on where you are in the world. So it's spelled differently in different parts of the world. So it's a life force that moves within us, right? That just like in Southern Africa, we call it Ntu. That life force that causes me to breathe, that brought me here to this chair, that said you Kutlana have to build this podcast and invite Neo. That spirit, that life force is Ntu. In West Africa, they call it Ashe. So when you say Ashe, you're affirming what you've just heard, that it will happen, that it should happen. So it's like when I use it in my speaking, it's as if you're saying yes, and your yes is powerful. So when you say yes, you are letting the universe know, letting your angels, God, your ancestors know that you're expecting something good, that what you've just heard, what you've just encountered is important to you, that you will do something about it, whether it's a warning, whether it's a teaching, an inspiration, whatever. So that's what Ashe is.
Powerful stuff. So for someone, here I am, a young black person. I want to go into this journey of personal development. I want to grow myself. I want to become like an entrepreneur like Neo, who has won awards recognized by Million Guardian. I want to be this individual, right? Firstly, where do I start? Like, where does a person start to become new, How do people start winning Million Guardian? By the way, she won the Million Guardian.
Oh, gosh.
Let us know about that, but also, how does a person become that kind of individual?
Okay, firstly, you don't become me. You have to be you. So you can't become me. The best person you can be is yourself. So be authentic. What do you want? Have a vision, right? So for example, if you're 20, have a 3-year plan or 5-year plan, whatever, or 1-year plan, right? Just have a plan. Where do you see yourself in 6 months? What do you want to achieve? And write it down. Don't just say things to people. Yes, our mouths are womb. They create energy. They give birth to energy, rather. They give birth to realities. But also write it down. When you write down your thoughts, your goals, your prayers, you release that energy from your energy field onto something concrete, onto something tangible, right? And that manifests thing, that brings things into reality. Unlike just, saying things or thinking about them, I want to buy a red car, whatever the case is. But when you put it down, I want a red Mercedes, whatever, just, being specific. So that's what it is. Having an intention, having a vision. Because a vision will pull you forward. So you have to have a vision. Because it's like, when you have a vision, it's like, you can see where the journey is going, where the path is going, right? So if you don't have that, where do you go? Where do you move? So it takes you from point A to point B. So to have a vision. Also, I'd like to say have a personal mission statement, like I do. I came up with a personal mission statement. You can have your own, create your own, whatever it is. Mine is to contribute to the healing, to the liberation and the evolution of human consciousness, particularly in the Black and queer communities. That's what pushes me. That's what drives me. Every project that I've been on, everything that has actually put bread on my table is because of that mission. Every job, at every project, every gig, everything that has paid me is because of that mission. It's a prayer. So I have that mission. That mission will ground you in your work. You won't just say yes to things because you think they're cool, but it will actually align with your integrity, with your values, right? So what are your values? What's your vision? What are your morals? What's your intention? What's your personal mission statement? So start there.
Incredible stuff, Just before we wrap up the show, what would you say to a younger version of yourself? Because right now you've gotten into a point of your career where you really are top performer in your industry, you have accolades to back it up, you have such a wonderful track record. So what would you tell your younger version of yourself, What advice would you like them to know?
Just be still. Everything that has to come will come in its time. Everything has timing. The universe works, in seasons. Just like when you plant a seed, you can't plant a seed now and expect it to grow now. You can't, have sex now and expect to be pregnant now, right? Or give birth now. Everything has timing, right? Everything has seasons, right? So just be still and find yourself in that stillness and just be in the moment, and learn from the things that you are going through. Just allow yourself to go through things. Allow yourself to learn from this confusion that you're going on. Allow yourself to go through, to shut out the noise as well. To just be still, because that's where God is. Even the Bible says, "Be still and know that I am God." Right. So just find yourself in stillness and hear God. Because I knew that I'm very spiritually inclined. So there was just a lot of noise going on. So I just had to learn to be still. And I think I'm at the point where I know how to be still and when to be still. So just be still. That's what I'd say.
Yeah, that's really an important, keynote that you mentioned, is stillness, right? Because we live in a society where there's so much distractions. This industrialization, this modern culture that we've created globally is really distracting a lot of young people, particularly social media, TikToks. All these various trends are really, really distracting us and causing us not to be mindful and stillness. So I think you mentioning that is going to be really important for our listeners to be still in your journey, be rooted, and you will find your way. So that is Neo Iyana Masilela, incredible life coach. We hope that you were able to grab some nuggets from today's show, and we hope that you're going to use some of the tools that we've given you today to apply it in your life and develop yourself. You remember, knowledge without execution is useless. We can't say knowledge is just power. The execution of knowledge is power. So we want you to take all these tools, apply them in your life, and see tangible differences. We bring you industry professionals, people who've walked the way, and they are here giving you a guide. So it's up to you. Do you want to rise to the next level? Do you want to become the best possible individual that you can be for yourself and for your family? If you need more tools, more notes on how to optimize your potential, don't forget to check out the Molloy Business Leadership Firm on Instagram, on social media, everywhere. We are here to guide you, to provide you with the necessary tools and consultation you need to become the best individual you are here. Check us out, book a session, and then we'll help you out. Thank you so much, Nell. This was a really incredible platform, and yeah, we will transform Africa for real.
Thank you for having me. We will definitely transform Africa.
Amazing.
Come on, come.